Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of Savvy Ventures, where we connect with noteworthy industry change makers, movers, shakers, and innovators across all categories, both B2B and B2C. This includes CEOs, executives, and other titans of industry, as well as entrepreneurs, inventors, authors, and other thought leaders. And whether it's purveyors of products, services, destinations, or events, we'll delve into the minds behind the brands and also visit some amazing business and leisure travel destinations. I'm Marilee Kern, and today's show is another great one. Coming up, for both business and leisure travel, we'll be learning about some amazing destinations and experiences you do well to factor into your itineraries up ahead. And we'll also be connecting with a bank lending expert regarding a free new app designed to help consumers borrow better, as well as an expert who will tell us about a new electric vehicle subscription program. Some great stuff on deck today, so let's get to it. I'm really excited to have this guest with us today because it's such an enlightening topic. Joining us now is Yatin Karnik, who's currently founder and CEO of Confer Inc. and a former senior vice president at Wells Fargo Home Mortgage. He's here to tell us about a disruptive free mobile app he says will better inform and educate consumers seeking to borrow from lending institutions. Hi, Yatin. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me on the show.
Okay, let's dig right into your app called Confer, which I understand is designed to compare loan estimates. So what's different about this app over other comparison tools that are available to prospective borrowers?
Well, nothing like this exists. I want you to look this up. I want you to Google it. There are no tools available out there that let you compare official loan estimates. On the flip side, our app is very simple. You shop, compare, and save. You can go shop for lenders, and when you think you have the best mortgage offer, just download our app, compare it, and I can guarantee you, you'll save thousands of dollars on your mortgage. That's how simple our app is. And it's available right now. You can download it on Apple and Google Play Store.
So why do you think there hasn't been a tool like this available on the marketplace until yours?
Well, I think the reason for that is because there is no incentive. I think there needs to be more transparency in this particular area where it's clear evidence. Freddie Mac research has claimed that if borrowers compare two official loan estimates, they can save upwards of $1,500. And if they compare 5 official loan estimates, they can save $3,000 or more. It's this official loan estimates, and there's no tool that can compare loan estimates and tell you what mortgage offer is better.
You're suggesting that consumers largely haven't been able to adequately comparison shop for loans. So what are some specific disadvantages or other implications of that?
Well, there are a lot of implications, but simply put, the first implication is that they aren't able to save on their mortgage because they're missing out. They are not able to figure out which mortgage offer is most beneficial for their specific financial scenario. And that's where there aren't many tools, and we are trying to help.
How about some examples? Do you have any anecdotal evidence of some of the disadvantages consumers have suffered?
Absolutely. There are several. Okay, let me share some obvious ones. And quite frankly, I'm looking at a lot of these LEs from ranging from banks that are too big to fail all the way to non-bank lenders. And I can tell you what I'm seeing even doesn't make sense to me. And I've been in this industry for close to 20 years. To give you some examples, like you asked, credit report fee. I'm seeing it range from $11 to $400. I am seeing some fee names like P36, PLT, PC. You got that right? Neither did I. How are borrowers supposed to know what they're paying for? And how about the last one? $225 courier fee in this digital world? Really? I think borrowers have suffered enough. And there are plenty examples like that I can share with you.
What do you think can be done to better protect prospective borrowers?
I think we start the age-old ways. We start with the parent. Senator Warren calls CFPB her child. I think we start with her because CFPB is dedicated to making sure that borrowers are treated fairly by the banks. And I think there is immediate and urgent need to bring transparency and clarity in the space. And we are doing our part by trying to bring an app to market which is available. So you should download it now, which is free, where you can compare official loan estimates. And even if you think you have the best mortgage offer, you have nothing to lose. Just download the app, compare your mortgage offer, and be confident that that's the best mortgage offer you have available.
Relative to your free Confer app, can you tell us a bit more about the artificial intelligence and machine learning aspect of it that helps facilitate a customized experience for users?
Absolutely. So what happens is we have already some regulations as defined by CFPB and the previous regulations like RESPA, TILA, and the list goes on. And we have built in intelligence that knows if a certain fees is required versus is it statutory, customary, and helps borrower educate on those terms and fronts. And if new things are found, like the example I was talking about, our AI will catch it and will try to figure out the legitimacy of it and continuously become a smarter system.
Well, those are some interesting insights, Yatin, and especially since this is a free app, prospective borrowers really have nothing to lose by using it. So thanks for coming on the program and sharing a bit about it with us today.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
To learn more about the free Confer app, just go to confer.today. And to see my entire interview with Yatin, just go to savvyventures.tv. Okay, everyone, don't go away. We'll be back in a flash with some more illuminating intel. Hello and welcome back to Savvy Ventures, where we not only showcase amazing corporate and leisure travel destinations, but also spotlight helpful solutions and the experts and executives behind them. And today is no different. So I'm thrilled to introduce this next guest. Joining us now is automotive industry veteran George Bauer. George has shaped financial services globally for companies like Mercedes, BMW, and Tesla. At an age when others go for retirement, he decided to become a startup entrepreneur, and George is now the co-founder and president of Autonomy. He's here to talk about the future of car ownership, how subscribing to a car today is what leasing was 40 years ago, and why car subscriptions are the key to electric vehicle adoption. Hi, George. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. My pleasure. Thanks for having me on your show, Marilyn.
So first, let's talk about what's going on in the automotive industry. What are the main trends in that sector right now?
A 130-year-old industry is growing through a radical transformation, and nothing will ever be the same again. The future is about electric, autonomous, connected, digital, and every aspect of the customer experience is up for change. The status quo of the entire automotive value chain is being completely redefined. New mobility models will be a key driver of that change. And while in my over 40 years in the auto industry, a great journey that I'm very grateful for. I've never experienced boring times. At the same time, there have never been more fascinating times than now, offering tremendous opportunities for entrepreneurs and startups.
You're an authority on car subscriptions, so can you tell us exactly what a car subscription is and why it's beneficial for consumers?
Almost 90% of consumers do not pay cash for their car. Half of them are either locked into a 6-7 year loan or into a 36 months lease. Both are long-term commitments. And in the case of a change in life circumstances, guess what? Financial challenges come to the surface. The fact that 8 million Americans are more than 90 days past due on their auto loan or lease is a shocking revelation, and mostly the result of these long-term commitments. Car subscriptions, on the other hand, are meeting consumer needs with their unmatched flexibility and convenience, as they offer the use of a vehicle of their choice on flexible terms at affordable, all-inclusive monthly payments. And when you experience a change in life circumstances while you are in a car subscription, trade up, trade down, take a pause, and you will never get delinquent again, which actually is very beneficial to your FICO score.
Okay, so tell us a bit about your exciting new app venture called Autonomy and how it's disrupting the way people access cars.
Autonomy is an all-electric vehicle subscription provider, offering consumers the cheapest, the fastest, the easiest access to Tesla Model 3. We will soon be offering also Model Y and EVs of other manufacturers. The monthly payment beats rental, loan, or lease. So it is very affordable. The entire process, and that is key, is fully digital. All mobile, seamless, transparent, fun, fast, convenient, end-to-end, and most importantly, paperless. Yes, paperless. It is a radically different way of providing consumers access to mobility that eliminates the traditional hassle and bureaucracy of the traditional process, which normally takes hours. At Autonomy, you can be done in less than 10 minutes and finish up with your finger's signature on your phone. I believe that's a magical customer journey, a magical customer experience with quite sort of a wow effect. The month-to-month subscription includes title, tax registration, roadside assistance, insurance, and charging, and is this peace of mind. And we at Autonomy are very excited to be pioneering this car as a service model.
Your app is EV specific, so do you believe car subscriptions are fundamental for increasing electric vehicle adoption in the marketplace at large? And if so, why?
There's no doubt the future of transportation will be electric. The stage is set. We have definitely reached an inflection point for the adoption of EVs. Subscription are the perfect match, the ideal mobility solution for electric vehicles. A rapidly rising number of EV curious type consumers still feel uncertain about topics like range, charging infrastructure, battery life, etc. And for most consumers, it will be the first EV to begin with. So a subscription gives you the peace of mind that you can walk away if you feel an electric vehicle isn't the right fit for you. Well, I feel most will find out that electric vehicles not only are great cars to drive, but they also can help you, given the surge in gas prices, they also can help you save thousands of dollars a year in energy cost. So the perfect match, the perfect yin-yang type situation, EVs and subscription, I believe, is a given.
So interesting, George, and certainly exciting for you to be at the forefront helping drive this trend. Thank you for coming on the show to share with us today.
My pleasure, Marilyn. Thank you.
To learn more about Autonomy, you can log on to autonomy.com. To see my full interview with George, just go to savvyventures.tv. Okay, everyone, don't go away because on the other side of this short break, we'll be talking travel, so stick with us.
Rediscover your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, where you can be an action hero. the leading lady, or the comedy relief. You're always the star here with all of the excitement and relaxation you're looking for. So get back to the fun and play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino.
Hello and welcome back to Savvy Ventures, where we not only connect with executives and experts and showcase problem-solving solutions, we also have a huge focus on corporate and leisure travel, and today is no different. I have some fantastic ideas for you, starting with this next guest that I'm super excited to be connecting with. Joining us now is Joseph Forstmeyer, Managing Director at Round Hill Hotel and Villas in Montego Bay, Jamaica. Joseph has been welcoming guests to this property since he began as Managing Director in 1989. Wow. He's joining us today to share the latest news and updates on Round Hill Hotel and Villas and enlighten us a bit on the lengthy history of this beautiful luxury resort. Hey there, Joseph. Thanks for joining us on the show today.
Thank you so much, Mary Lee, for having me. It's a pleasure and a real honor to be with you.
So first, since Round Hill Hotel and Villas is such a historic property, can you share some insight into its lengthy history?
Mary Lee, this is really where the modern Caribbean vacation began. This is where a concept of a villa and a hotel property was combined for the first time in 1953. Our founder, John Pringle, was a Jamaican businessman who had been exposed to many of the leading socialites and the luxury travelers of the early 50s because his mother was one of the great hostesses in Jamaica. And he saw a need for having a hideaway place, a little villa, together within a full-service resort so that the famous people at the time could hide away and be naughty, as he called it, in a place that provided them with beautiful surroundings, lovely service, and kept them somewhat private. And that's how it all began in 1953. It became an instant success, and so much so that he opted to sell these individual villas to the shareholders and owners, and when they were not in residence, they would have to rent it to paying customers. And that's how it all began, and to this day, we have the same philosophy. It has been copied many times across the Caribbean, and it has become a very successful model for a perfect, small, private luxury resort in the Caribbean. And we are very proud of that history. And we have what I call polished the jewel. I mean, where we try to improve on all the different elements that John Pringle thought of, but at the same time remain very true to our original philosophy.
I understand that the villa stays in particular have some exciting new updates. So please tell us about some of these new happenings at the property.
Well, their concept always called for originally a 2-bedroom villa, but in many instances it was expanded to 3, 4, 5, and 6 bedrooms. It was also made more sort of posh and luxurious than it was originally intended. And therefore, it has always kept up with the time. I mean, what guests expect. What we have never tried to do is to provide you with exactly the same environment that you may find at home. I mean, we assume that everyone who comes to Round Hill already lives in a very beautiful surrounding. Therefore, we really wanted to spoil you with the greatest and most beautiful garden setting. We have some of the most spectacular landscapes around our gardens, magnificent views down the bay, great privacy, and naturally imbue it with services and the style that you really cannot have in where you're from. I mean, it's always beautiful in Jamaica. The sun always shines, and if it doesn't, you are covered with overhanging roofs and lovely tropical foliage. So we have also added amenities now in our villas that take care of you, that spoil and pamper you, from your breakfast that is prepared by your housekeeper that always has a very wonderful special way of introducing the local fruits and vegetables, the ackee and saltfish, a famous Jamaican dish, or the best and freshest mangoes and the sweetest bananas, or also we'll provide you with a lunch and dinner option, or you can come down to the restaurant and enjoy the resort amenities that are all there for you. We also have included specific offerings now to make it easier for you to arrive to Jamaica. Because as you know, Jamaica has a wonderful airlift, especially from North America. We have almost 62 direct flights out of all the major gateways. And now we have added to our signature villa category and to our estate villa category a wonderful new offering called the Club Mobile service, which is a VIP service that meets you at the ramp of the plane as you disembark and takes you through all the various hurdles, potentially, from your immigration to your customs, and hands you straight over to our driver. And that has made a big difference also in the ease of access to the resort. And then it's only a 20 minutes drive to Round Hill, and you can get on a plane in the morning in New York, for instance, and you're on the beach at Round Hill by 11 o'clock in the morning. So it's about as easy and as quick and yet as culturally diverse a destination as you can get to in such a short time.
Can guests enjoying a villa stay still benefit from access to the main hotel and the amenities there?
Yes, and that's really the beauty of it. I mean, our villa guests have their own spaces in the villas, have their own staff, but they're surrounded with a full-service resort. I mean, we have a wonderful restaurants options and right on the water. Everything happens on the foot. We are on a private peninsula, and therefore each villa is on the western slope, overlooking the Bay of Round Hill, where we have our private beach, where we have a beautiful reef and water sports options. We have an environmental project where we have regrown the reef. We call it the Reef Garden Project, where we are trying to regrow coral and ensure that we have multicolored reef fish again that are populating the reef, which is beautiful for snorkeling. And along the beach area, we have our restaurant terrace, we have our beautiful cocktail bar, and we have our 36 hotel rooms. And that's where Ralph Lauren has been very, very helpful in defining the style. He has helped us to restore those public areas and hotel rooms throughout his association with Round Hill. And he has done an amazing job to really sort of redefine what Caribbean, tropical, Jamaican living at Round Hill can look like. And it's all easy, it's uncomplicated, it is understated luxury and a very sort of quiet elegance, but surrounded with a warm Jamaican heart. I mean, that's how we define our guest promise and our motto.
Such great information and certainly a stellar option for those planning their travels ahead. Thank you for coming on and sharing with us today.
Thank you very, very much. It's a pleasure and an honor to be with you today. Thank you.
For more information about Round Hill Hotel and Villas and to book a stay, go to roundhill.com. And to watch my entire interview with Joseph, just go to savvyventures.tv. Wow, that is definitely an ideal destination for memorable business trips, corporate events, staff incentives, and of course, those well-deserved vacations ahead. When visiting South Florida, a hugely popular tourism destination for both business and leisure travel that's known for its world-class hospitality, I strongly recommend you head over to the Isla Bella Beach Resort in the Florida Keys. This remarkable beachfront hotel and spa, based at the threshold of the iconic 7 Mile Bridge in the Florida Keys, is set on 24 acres of lush tropical landscaping. The 199 guest room hotel is the first full-service luxury hotel in Marathon and the single largest private waterfront of any hotel or resort in all the Keys. All rooms and suites here boast stunning Atlantic Ocean views. The hotel is surrounded by a canopy of greenery and sweeping views of the Cerulean Sea. In addition to the private mile-long coastline and elevated design, the destination resort boasts a fresh contemporary design and a wide array of amenities. This includes a full-service spa, 4 food and beverage concepts, 5 swimming pools, a marketplace, fitness center, on-site water sports, fishing pier, a marina, and over 24,000 square feet of meeting and event space. Isla Bella Beach Resort guests can enjoy an array of activities such as fishing charters, jet ski tours, and kayak, snorkeling, and scuba diving trips. The resort delivers unprecedented luxury, meeting travelers' growing demands for modern and opulent accommodations. All of this in a world-class location, which is just over 2 hours from Miami and 1 hour from Key West, Florida. Isla Bella delivers an authentic, relaxing, and unforgettable experience intended to redefine South Florida luxury travel. To learn more, visit islabellabeachresort.com or find them on socials at Isla Bella Beach Resort. Wow, what a jam-packed show, and it was really great to have you all with me today. All right, everyone, that's it for this episode of Savvy Ventures. If you missed any part of today's show or just want to watch any part of it again, just go to savvyventures.tv. You can also connect with me in social media on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest at LuxList Reports and on LinkedIn at Marilee Kern. See you again soon, and until next time, remember that everything begins with an idea.